I'm afraid we will be going nowhere if we do not understand the depth of feelings in this country. There is a sense of outrage, for God's sake, because our Prime Minister stuck his political career out on a limb, trying to talk peace with Pakistan, trying to go in for confidence-building measures with Pakistan, in the teeth of popular opposition, in the wake of a major tragedy in Mumbai. The pity is that when, despite all these efforts, what we get in return is the slaughtering of our soldiers, the planting of mines inside our territory.
Also, please try to sensitize your people.
Because otherwise we'll be talking at one another.
The problem, because
look,
if Pakistani people,
that is the Indian stand.
Both the countries,
there is a Pakistani stand also.
Move forward,
and when there are
for peace process,
two different points of view, two stands, then this dispute cannot be resolved bilaterally. You have to bring in a third party. Who should that third party be?
Okay. No,
it's up to you.
So there is no third party.
Now, as far as
Brigadier Hussain,
they already concerned, there be a third party.
Look, the Indian media led by Arnab
when the Americans killed 27 of your troops,
up
which was the third party that you brought in?
And when you come into a state of frenzy, then you stop thinking rationally.
Sir, you know something.
So what I'm trying to suggest is that please be rational.
I'm just simply asking you, Brigadier, that I'm simply asking you that when the Americans killed 27 of your troops, did you get the United Nations? Did you get a third party? You sorted it out bilaterally. Why cannot not be done in the case of two neighbors?
No, we did not sign.
America and you are not neighbors.
Sorted bilaterally.
Because
there was a NATO investigation. There was a joint investigation. There was an American investigation.
So,
on the contrary, we are losing our
investigation.
On the contrary.
Brigadier Hussain.
The Americans were able to see our point. They apologized.
Brigadier Hussain.
They accepted
Brigadier
that it was a mistake on their part.
Brigadier
very costly mistake.
Brigadier Hussain, I want to tell you one thing.
It would be very gracious of you
I just want to say one thing to you.
In this case too.
Brigadier Hussain, I just want to say one thing to you. Please listen to me. You have said a lot of things. You paid me a lot of compliments on the Newshour tonight. I thank you for it. Let me tell you.
You're a very good anchor. I mean, you just need to be a good listener.
Sir, thank you very much. Sir, I can only tell you.
You're a very good anchor. Probably the best in the Indian television industry.
Sir, I thank you for that compliment.
Say this.
But let me say one thing to you, sir.
Half a minute, I will.
No, let me say one thing to you, sir. Don't say, sir, Brigadier, that the Indian people are driven to a frenzy. We have held our patience. When Salman Bashir called the dossiers literature, we held our patience. When Gilani said Saeed is innocent, we held our patience. When your interior minister defended Saeed and said we can't arrest him only when the US, or just because India and the US want to, we held our patience. But when you carry out beheadings in the barbaric fashion, you must know somewhere, sir, the patience of this great country, if it snaps,
somewhere it will snap.
If it snaps, then it is not good for Pakistan. So that's all I'm telling you, sir. It's not good for
How can you say that the beheadings were done by the Pakistani army?
They were not. I'm showing you facts.
They were not.
We agree to disagree.
The Baloch battalion that was deployed in that area,
I have shown the facts.
Did not send out any patrol.
As an anchor person,
the SSG, it has been alleged that the SSG
can I answer you?
The SSG denies it.
So May I just get General Jaswal in? I'm extending this debate by 2 minutes. Arif Chaudhary Saab, I'm coming to you. General Jaswal wants to respond to Brigadier Javed Hussain. After that, I'm coming to you, Arif sir.
Yes.
Sir? My dear brother,
Jaswal is a very reasonable man.
Very good. Kindly, Mr. Arif, can I?
At a time, sir. Sure.
Can I, Mr. Arif?
Yes, can I?
That thought is very good. That both sides, it should be, insurgency should be a binding factor for both the countries. In 2004, the President, General Musharraf, had also said that there will be no terrorist attacks launched from the Pakistani territory. Well, it was very short-lived.
I would not, try and insist because facts are known to all. Let's carry out an introspection. We are fully aware, we've got the details, the insurgents are operating, the militants I'll call, not the insurgents. They are operating from Pakistan territory. Let's carry out an introspection, keeping the holistic picture in mind. We must surge forward. We must surge forward. Let these irritants, which are there, not come in the way. And once these irritants happen, I think the best would have been for a more responsible response from there, that okay, we will see, rather than raising the ante and upping the ante and the rhetoric.
I take your point. Last word to Arif Chaudhry. Last word to Arif Chaudhry.
I must appreciate, I must appreciate your feelings. And let me say one thing with, if not certainty, I would call it with a lot of confidence, that Pakistani people, Pakistani government, Pakistani military establishment, they truly believe in peace on both sides, because it is in our interest. Pakistan and India can coexist bilaterally with respect to each other's mutual interest, and that is the one thing which does not suit America or other countries. So let's try to build confidence among each other. And let me tell you today, I met General J.J. Singh, who was your army chief. The sentiments which I found there, believe me, I was really impressed. And the same sentiments are being reciprocated from this side, Whenever people come here, people-to-people contact is there. There is a lot of respect for each other. A lot of love is shown. So today, I truly want to emphasize, and I want to respect both sides, and with a hope that a moment should come when we sitting on both sides on this TV channel, which is very impressive. I've been watching here this channel over there in India also. It's very impressive. And our friends today, I'm really impressed. The style was much changed, and that's why I want to pin a hope that a time should come while we sitting on both sides, maybe talking about more confidence building measures, more way out to find peace among each other in both countries, and to fight out and ways and means to fight out terrorism together, instead of blaming each other. And you believe me,
Mr.
when this time comes, you will see that Pakistani people and Pakistani government, we will be working side by side. None of us. There is no difference at all.
I reciprocate your sentiments. But I am not among those who believe, sir, that by playing a bit of cricket, or having poetry sessions, or having poetry sessions, we will. One second, sir. Allow me, sir. Allow me, sir. I'm only saying poetry sessions and cricket will not take away the fact that an Indian soldier has been beheaded. I'm telling you, sir, Indian patience is on the brink. Today, Pakistani army says it's going to behave itself. We hope it does.
You are repeating same thing. This is. You are not reciprocating what I have already.
Sir, I reciprocate. I began by saying I reciprocate.
Sanjay,
I began by saying I reciprocate.
Let me make
only the will on both sides is required, and especially the will in Delhi that is required.
We will have
not
this
only in what I see. Our love starts from Amritsar and ends up to before Delhi.
Sir,
the time should come when this love should go beyond and go further. Delhi.
When from
that is the time, and that is what I want you to work for.
When from Rajouri,
fully devoted to peace.
So when from Rajouri to Poonch, to the Menhas sector, the Pakistani army behaves itself, then certainly there will be a window for peace. Gentlemen, I thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 tonight. Thank you.
Okay, never try to give threats, because threats never end up in something good.
Thank you, gentlemen.
We should start.
Sir, no threats.
At a happy note that we exchange these things. We really,
no threats.
We both sides should condemn these killings,
and
we must sympathize those departed souls, and we are very sorry. Both sides. You should be sorry for those
India
who
doesn't need sympathy.
gave their lives
Sir,
from
India
this side,
doesn't need sympathy.
and we are sorry for those who
Sir, this country, India does not need sympathy.
So,
we only want action. We want action.
I would request
we
you
want
to go
action.
beyond, Delhi.
We want you to take action.
These feelings should be,
take the action. We need no sympathy, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 tonight.